Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Endwalker. In the last episode, we headed back to the Phantom Realm to continue our work on the Alliance Raid series with the 12. And we showed up with a scanning device being carried by Graha, and we ended up running into Nofika, who's one of the Earth-based members of the 12, and she is a smoking hot redhead. So yeah, we went in and fought through, was it Nofika, Althic, alongside his sister, which I'm blanking on the name. Nemea. Yes. Nemea. And then we fought Halone. And then Menfina. So, went through all of that. And we come out and we're trying to decipher this monument in the center here. And we need to gather some information from various monuments around the realm. And we had to kind of make these various objects. Most of the crew made books. Our friend Derek over here made a map because, well, he's an explorer, so that makes sense. And we, of course, our concept of a device that holds information was an Allegan tombstone. Of course it was. So, the members of the 12 that we've encountered so far want to kind of hang out with us as we go do this. So it looks like we've got Menfina over here and Halone over there disguised in their animal forms. And we're going to go give this a try. So let's talk to Derek and then get into it. We abided by the gods' selections, but why do you suppose the two of us were grouped together? Who knows? Why? Because you make the most intriguing pair, the gods-felling hero and the world-faring explorer. And of course, Menfina, the lover, is going to be trying to play matchmaker. I shall relish a chance to learn about both of you. Now then, the others have set forth, so let us do the same. Aside from my own mark, I believe we'll find those of Thaliak and Halone and Mordona and Kurthos. And the baby Opo Opo, which is almost certainly one of these. Ashan the Wanderer, maybe? Oh my, what an adorable creature. Delighted to meet you, little one. It seems to want to join us too. What an unusual company this has become. The gods truly know no inhibition. Forgive me, Ayame, I couldn't have anticipated this turn of events. Either the Opo Opo is one of the 12 or Derek is. That's my call. Derek, anything to say? Of all the self-indulgent things. Okay. The baby Oko Opo. Halone? Menfina is winsome, is she not? We all think of her as our youngest sister. Alright. Menfina is fairly bouncing up and down in her eagerness to set forth. Well, what are we waiting for? Let us seek out the marks at once. Yes, no need to be so hasty. Shall we then, Ayame? The nearest mark is Thaliak's, just outside in Mordona. If memory serves, it overlooks the lake at a place called the Wraithfrost. Or Wrathfrost? Alright, well, we'll just step right outside here, back into Mordona, and then find this thing. Alright, where are we headed? Over there. Oh yes, I believe we've actually been over there before. Way back in A Realm Reborn. Or actually the post A Realm Reborn patch quest. It was after Moonbrita died. We came over here. Alright, Halone. This is indeed the place, Menfina. You like traveling, Oyame? I adore it, and not simply for its own sake. It's an important way to perform one of our foremost duties. You see, peering into the hearts of mortals. Okay. Derek? Now then, we're to hold out an instrument to the stone. Would you care to do the honors here, Ayame? The instrument vibrates rapidly. "'Tis done. The information held in the stone has been etched." As Althik said, these stones are eternal. No matter their shape or location, their nature is unchanging. Together with the monument and the omphalos, they have remained the same since time immemorial. 'Twas the love that men bear for us, and we for the star, that compelled us to create the monument and the stones. And though men do not know the truth of the stones, they offer them prayer. This act is a manifestation of your bond with us, while the stones are a manifestation of our bond with the star. And so, by praying to the stones, you effectively cultivate a bond between yourselves and us and the star. Delightful, is it not? Although we appreciate your eagerness to talk, perhaps we should save some conversation for the destinations to come. If we linger too long in any one place, we're liable to be late to reconvene with the others. Let us make for the central highlands of Kurthus. Within the Fury's gaze, my own mark awaits. Alright then. Oh, I leaned him out there. We need to teleport over to Kurthus. And there's no aetheryte anywhere close to that, so I guess I will make my way over there, and I'll be back. Alright, we're just about there. Well, here we are. I don't think I've ever been in here before. Halone? In this land where mankind's faith in me is strong, I cannot help but feel uplifted. Menfina. There's nothing like taking the road with agreeable company, do you not agree? Derek? There it is, the mark of the Fury. It wouldn't do to burden you constantly. I shall extract the information this time. Looking back, Halone, you've grown noticeably more imposing this past millennium. There are also more statues in the Heaven of Ice. Oh, but an idea occurs to me. Ayame, this time I want you to share what you know about the worship of Halone. I dare say it'll be interesting to hear what mankind thinks of her from your perspective. Let's see. The Ashgardian Orthodox Church is the heart of the faith and the fury. We'll go with that one. Ah yes, the prayers of the people are fervent indeed, and though through the church they evolved, change I felt with my very being. Oh, how very fascinating. 'Tis a fine thing indeed to hear directly from mortals. Still, as much as Halone loves her children, it troubled her to see them at war with the dragons, to see those who share the star spill each other's blood. As you should well know, Menfina, it isn't our place to judge the faith of mortals. Even when we lend them our aid, we must refrain from intervening in their affairs. Lest there be any doubt, mankind's faith in us is mankind's alone. By your prayers, our forms are become that which they need to be. Apologies for the wait. Acquired the information, have you? Excellent. Let us proceed to the next mark. Mine. As I recall, it lies near the steel vigil by the cliff west of the entrance. Follow me. And she's off. Alright. Just teleport back to Dragon Head and then ride from there. And I guess I'll be back once we're close. Alright, just about there. Alright. Where are we looking here? There. Well now, aren't we quick? My mark lies just ahead. Let's wait for the others and then continue together. Oh look, someone's praying. How delightful to see one of my faithful children. But who's this? O benevolent goddess, grant me deliverance, I beseech you. Save my soul. You're the one who was hunting down the lambs of Dalamud. Yeah, a long time ago. I knew it. I knew you wouldn't stop till you dealt with every last one of us, and now you've come for me. I ought to think this is her will. The lambs of Dalamud? They are the cult that appeared prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, are they not? In the name of their faith, they abducted and sacrificed innocent souls and did not fear death. I've committed no crimes, I swear it. Menfina is my witness. In the beginning, we simply prayed to the twin moons for Dalamud to one day shepherd our souls to the bosom of his mistress. It all changed when Dalamud began turning red, and more of us began believing that he was our savior, that we must prove our loyalty with our lives, else we would suffer our eternal damnation. That's how your group took on its fanatical ways and came to be branded a dangerous cult. And at some point, I assume you were tasked with hunting them down? I used to be a merchant in Ulda, but timid as I am, I struggled to survive that cutthroat world. Yeah, it's one of like the very first dungeons we do. Not Thousand Malls of Totorak. Nastasha, Copper Bell, and I'm completely blanking on the name of the dungeon. That's why I turned to Menfina. I wanted to bask in her gentle acceptance and gain courage from her strong and faithful hound. They were my solace, the only way I could be at peace with myself. They took it from me, my fellows who committed those horrible deeds, and those who reviled me as one of them. They took it away. You're strong, aren't you? Grant me deliverance. I beg you, judge me and show me the way. I just can't bear it anymore. What good is a god I can't see, who won't grant me a thimble of succor no matter how much I pray? You mustn't seek in men what you seek in gods. Strong as she is but a mortal. Like you, she is made of flesh and blood and possessed of her own will, nothing more, nothing less. It avails you not to raise others up while belittling yourself. You are your own person, with a path your own to walk. Even should you be taken by despair, that you are here now makes you no different from this woman. So believe me when I say all will be well. Keep your faith in Menfina, believe in her love and grace, and you will surely learn to love others as well as yourself. Please forgive me for my unseemly outburst. I have been feeling lost, and all my anguish came spilling out. It was Menfina herself who brought you here. I'm certain of it. If you only knew. To encourage and guide me, take your words to heart. Taking your words to heart, I'll try searching for a new path. Should you feel lost again, take to the road. See what's out there. Learn how others live and think, and you are bound to find your way. Yeah, I almost guarantee that Derek is one of them. Or the Oppo. Or both. Blessings be upon you on the road ahead, dear child. Did you say something? Oh. All right, Derek. We haven't even gotten the data we came here for. Unsolicited though it was, I don't regret saying those words to him. He needed to hear them. But come on, Yami, this time it's your turn to extract the information. The instrument vibrates rapidly. Forgive me, Ayame. I fear I've caused you trouble. Not at all. I'm relieved to know that you are truly strong in body and spirit both. Far be it from me to ask this of you, but please do not hold it against that child. We do not wish for our existence to bring grief to our children. Yet no matter which faith, we are who we are because of those who believe in us. My hound is no exception. He was born when men came to worship the object their ancestors cast into the heavens. We are not all-powerful. We can't grant all of mankind's wishes. Nonetheless, we always, always hear you. No hope is too small, no prayer too faint. I just wanted to make that clear. Lest you forget, we love mankind dearly. Alright then. Alright, Derek. Divine non-intervention. With this, we have completed our task and may return to the Omphalos. Yet I can't help but think about Kryl. Grahatias seemed to be worried about her, did he not? As if something weighed on her mind, though she is in the company of deities, I find myself worrying too. You could ask her directly. Yes, I suppose so. If there are no objections, let us seek out Kryl. She is headed to the Twelveswood with Nothvika and Birgo, yes? They are presently too far away for us to sense, but we should be able to locate them once in the forest. I see. In that case, let's make for Gridania. Alright, let's head to Gridania. Alright, Menfina. For all his preference for solitude, Derek certainly seems concerned for the welfare of others. How very intriguing. Alright, Halone. As I understand it, mortals hold that Nothvika and I are at odds. Like other details about us, you are free to believe what you wish. Alright, Derek. So, here we are in Gridania. Can you sense Nothvika and Birgo? I do, but something is strange. Indeed, they appear to be in different places. Nothvika is nearer of the two, and is quite close by. I shall go and find her. Wait, you mustn't go off on your own. I think she'll be fine. Confound it all. After her, Ayame. Over by, Nothvika's Wells? I believe that's here. Ah, Nothvika. Oh, have you already finished visiting your stones? Yes. There she is. Well, no, I wasn't expecting to see you all here. Is all the matter? You're supposed to be with Kryl and Birgo. Where are they? Oh, we became separated while I was distracted listening to the elementals. The beings are the voice of those who call the wood home. As I'm the patron of this land, they could not help but report to me. You gods can sense each other. Even should you become separated, shouldn't it be a simple matter to find them again? Indeed. It would seem you are keeping something from us, Nothvika. Oh, Halone, there is simply no fooling you. Very well, I shall confess all. The child Kryl wanted to visit our stones alone, you see, to complete her task without us watching over her. We merely respected that wish. With her abilities, I didn't believe she is in any danger, but the warrior that he is, Birgo decided to follow after her discreetly. This is her wish, then indeed we must abide by it. As for Birgo, yes, I sense him in the place men call the South Shroud. One of the stones is situated there, I believe near Camp Tranquil. Let us search that area for Birgo. If we find him, we should find Kryl as well. Alright, let's head down to Camp Tranquil. Alright, let's go find him. A broken barrel. You search a broken barrel, but find no god disguised as an adorable critter. A rustling undergrowth. You scour the undergrowth, but see no signs of Birgo. It must have simply been the wind. Suspicious Spriggan. There you are. What brings you all here? We understand you've been following Kryl. Where is she? I've acquired information from my stone. She now makes for all thicks. I keep my distance to avoid being seen, and was about to continue on when you appeared. Althic Stone is her last destination, is it not? Let us all go and meet her there. If everyone so wishes, and very well. To hasten our passage, I shall call upon Master Ralger's servants to bear the mortals. Okay. Okay. These, big falcons. Alright, Derek. It seems we have use of these hawks. I guess hawks, not falcons. Now let us see if we can spot Kryl from above. I will bring our companions, so you needn't worry about them. Are you ready? Let's go for it. Well, thank you, Ayame. Talking to you helped me find the resolve to seek out Kryl. No signs of her here. Let's continue on to Althic Stone. There she is already. She certainly wasted no time. Well now, did you come all this way just to check on me? I've been on edge, worrying that I might stumble into Odin, so you gave me a bit of a fright. Novika tells us that you wish to travel alone. What prompted you to send the gods away? It's difficult to explain. I suppose I wanted to seek the answers in my own way. As the gods told us, if we wish to know the truth, we must discover it for ourselves. In spite of this, they've been seen fit to not only set us upon the right path, but accompany us besides. This bespeaks the faith that they have in man's spirit of inquiry, and it gives me heart. After all, it is the self-same spirit that defines the students of Baldesion. Like everyone, I want to uncover the truth of the 12, to know their aspirations and understand them. And having seen a dear friend embark on countless adventures, I developed the desire to see and experience the world for myself. There are dangers out there, of course, but I wanted to prove that I could handle them and perform my task. I see. Indeed, as much as we can learn from others, there's no substitute for seeing with one's own eyes. And in yours, I see the gleam of yearning for exploration and discovery. It reveals to me the love you bear for our star, and it makes me glad. What's with this all of a sudden? It's embarrassing when you say such things with a straight face. Right then, I've yet to acquire the information here, so I'll attend to it at once. Perhaps you'd like to wait for me at Quarry Mill? Is it going to take us to Quarry Mill? Yeah. Okay. Derek? Let's wait for Kryle here. Nofika and Birgo are with her, so she will be fine. Oops. I accidentally double-clicked. Yours as well, though nothing binds you to me. You followed me ever since I tended your wounds. You're free to go anywhere, you know. A person's life belongs to that person alone. Others can't be expected to assume responsibility for it, and thus is it wrong to interfere. Alas, once I've glimpsed someone's heart, I find I can't avert my gaze. It truly is difficult to be amidst people. Alright. The Secret of the 12. It doesn't take too long to extract information. Kryle should be here any moment now. Oh, there she is. Apologies for the wait. With that, I've obtained information from all of my stones. You've taken care of yours already, yes? Thank you for worrying about me. Well, it's good to know that I can handle myself. I'm heartened to be doing this with you all. I owe you thanks as well, Birgo and Nofika, for accepting my request with good grace. Think not of it. You did well to see your task through, little one. Indeed. Come, let us all return to the Omphalos. Alright. Enter the Omphalos, which means we're going back to Mortona. Alright, I guess I'll be back once we're back in the Omphalos. You took your Tamayame. Did something happen? We had to go chase down Kryle. So you rendezvoused with Kryle. How was your experience with the gods, if I may ask? Not only did you help a disillusioned band find its way, you looked in on Kryle besides? Thank you, Ayame. And you as well, Derek. I fear I overstepped my bounds, but what's done is done. We shall return to our sanctums. You have our gratitude for the delightful time. By holding your instruments out to the monument, you will be able to augment the missing information. Be well, dear children. Shall we then? Someone's excited. Amazing. What was impossible to decipher is now crystal clear. Without further ado, I shall read out the epigraph. As beings who endure by the will of the star, we are susceptible to the influence of hopes and prayers. Thus do we commit our yokes herein, lest we stray from our purpose. He who is named Birgo shall preside over construction, his duty to fortify the works of men and encourage them to build. He who is named Ralgar shall preside over destruction, his duty to galvanize the star's beating heart and facilitates mankind's regeneration. She who is named Azema shall preside over the sun, her duty to nurture its life-giving light and illuminate the truth for all to see. He who is named Naldthal shall preside over the subterrane, his duty to make gleam the riches hidden in the darkest depth and in men themselves. She who is named Nofika shall preside over fertility, her duty to guard the land with life and to fill the land with life and prepare a path of peace and plenty. He who is named Althik shall preside over space and time, his duty to endow the star with material vigor, that mankind's march may never cease. She who is named Halone shall preside over the glaciers, her duty to hold the melting ice at bay and imbue men with constancy and tranquility. She who is named Menfina shall preside over the moon, her duty to perpetuate the turning of night and day, and foster love in the hearts of all. He who is named Thaliak shall preside over the rivers, his duty to quench the thirst of men and water their minds with wisdom. And she who is named Nemea shall preside over the stars, her duty to preserve the celestial fabric of the seasons and weave the threads of men's lives. She who is named Limelane shall preside over the seas, her duty to administer the tides, and inspire men to come together as one to seek new horizons. He who is named Ashan shall preside over the mountains, his duty to sustain the breadth of the firmament and in wandering share in men's solitude. He who is unnamed shall watch unflinching, his duty to stand guard over his charge always and unto the end. He who is unnamed. A 13th? There the epigraph concludes. We've been given quite a lot to ponder. Alright. Graha, what do you have to say? Hopes and prayers influencing their nature. Have you any thoughts on the contents of the epigraph, Ayame? Let's see. The worship of Dalamud brought forth Menfina's hound. We'll go with that one. Many say that prayers have changed the 12 into their present forms. That is rather hard to believe. Given what we know of Dynamis, I believe it is entirely possible. In the presence of that energy, hopes and prayers have more tangible results than one might expect. Its power may be curbed upon our star, but over thousands of years of worship, it could have influenced the gods in various ways. Ways such as that which Ayame just described. For one, others that come to mind are Halone's shield and spear, which reflect her status as a goddess of war, and Nemea's spinning wheel, which is an apt apparatus for a goddess of fate. Thus did they create this monument, this yoke, that they might never lose sight of their duty, no matter how much they may change. I'm inclined to agree with Raha. The gods wrote that they endure by the will of the star. That is a reference to Eidolon. Who that refers to, we all know too well. Eidolon, yes. By sundering reality, she must have known that she would shake the very foundation of existence. Anticipating the potential chaos, I suspect she charged her collaborators with maintaining stability. If this is true, then might not the 13th unnamed being be the Watcher on the moon? The pieces certainly fall into place. I wonder if he would be willing to share what he knows. As it stands, we've yet to encounter 3 gods. As there's no telling what may happen once we've fought them all, I believe we should try to uncover as much of the truth as we can, the better to know how to proceed. To that end, ere we seek out the Watcher, Raha and I shall return to Charlian to compile our findings. The data from the analyzer not least of all. To think that the investigation might lead us to the moon. I eagerly look forward to the next stage of our fieldwork. Like as not, yet more grueling encounters with the gods await. You should rest up and gather your strength. The Watcher. That's an interesting idea. And yes, I was thinking that the 12 might have been constructs of Eidolon. Not long now ere we arrive at the truth. The longest time I've journeyed alone, not involving myself in the affairs of others. I've enjoyed our time together. You've undertaken the investigation with all earnestness, and it has been a pleasure to be a part of it. When I imagine the moment we must part ways, I can't help but be saddened, and it surprises me that I feel that way. Forgive me, I didn't mean to wax sentimental. If you'll excuse me, I shall head outside for some fresh air. There he goes again. Ayame, do you suppose you could follow after him? I can't quite say why, but I feel as though he'll suddenly vanish one day, never to return. Yeah. Speak with Derek outside Revenant's Toll. Now, yes, there are 3 of the gods that we have not yet encountered. Thaliak, Ashan, and Limlane. But the Alliance raids usually have 4 bosses in them. So, I wonder if that's going to be our 13th, maybe? We'll see. Derek? Oh, 'tis you, Ayame. What is it? Snowgheim's worried that I'll suddenly vanish, you say? Well, as the saying goes, all things must come to an end, whether we will it or no. When our work is finished, we must go our separate ways. Doing so will sadden me, as you know. Yet that sadness is part of the joy I have derived from our companionship. So I'll accept it when the time comes and strive with you to the last. Oppo wants to say something? As you know, my friend, I would rather you live by your own life, but having helped you, I won't send you away against your will. Oh, you're a busy woman, so I won't keep you. As before, rest assured I will share with you any tidings I receive from Kryl. Take care, my friend, and see you again in due course. All right. In about 8 months, when patch 6.5 comes out. All right. I think with that, we'll go ahead and stop here because we're now done. All right, so I guess next time we'll be doing the that side quest as I mentioned, and then leading into the patch 6.4 quests once those are available. All right, so for now we'll stop here. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.